Hey everyone, welcome back to USCIS News, your go-to source for clear, up-to-date U.S. immigration guidance. If you're waiting for a family-sponsored green card, especially in the backed-up F3 or F4 categories, you know how frustrating the visa bulletin can be. But right now, in December 2025, there are 3 critical dates you absolutely must track to know when your priority date could become current and move your case forward. Ignoring these could mean missing your window to file or prepare. Today, we're breaking it all down. The difference between the key tables, a deep dive into what's happening with F3, married sons and daughters of U.S. citizens, and F4, siblings of U.S. citizens, over the next 2 months, and actionable steps if your priority date is getting close. Stick around till the end for tips to stay ahead. Let's dive in. 1. The 3 critical dates. Clear, structured explanation with visuals like tables or animations. So, what are these 3 critical dates you need to track? Z notation spot your priority date. This is the date your immigrant petition, Form I-130, was filed with USCIS. It's your place in line. You can find it on your approval notice. Z notation spot final action date. This is the cutoff in the visa bulletin's main chart. When your priority date is earlier than this final action date for your category and country, a visa number is immediately available. Z notation spot. Z notation spot, that's when USCIS can approve your green card, adjustment of status, if you're in the U.S., or when the consulate can issue your immigrant visa abroad. It's conservative, designed to ensure visas aren't overissued. Dates for filing. This is the second chart in the visa bulletin. It's often more advanced further ahead than the final action date. If USCIS allows it, and for December 2025, they're allowing the dates for filing chart for family-sponsored cases. You can submit your adjustment of status application, Form I-485, earlier even if your green card can't be approved yet. Why does this matter? Filing early lets you apply for work authorization, EAD, and travel permission, advanced parole, while waiting. It gets you in the processing queue sooner. The big difference: final action dates control when your green card is issued. Dates for filing control when you can start the final application process in the U.S. Always check USCIS's website each month to see which chart they're using. It can change. 2. Deep dive into next 2 months, F3 and F4 focus. Now, let's zoom in on the highly backed up F3 and F4 categories. These family preference categories have massive wait times, especially for countries like India, Mexico, and the Philippines, due to high demand and per-country limits. As of the December 2025 Visa Bulletin, Z notation spot F3, married sons/daughters of U.S. citizens. Z notation spot progress is slow, but steady in many areas. For all chargeability areas except those listed, most countries expect modest advancements of a few weeks to months in the coming bulletins. Z notation spot highly affected countries like Mexico and Philippines often see slower movement. Z notation spot F4, brothers/sisters of adult U.S. citizens. This is one of the most backed up categories, with waits often exceeding 15 to 20 years for oversubscribed countries. India, in particular, remains severely delayed. Z notation spot over the next 2 months, January and February 2026 bulletins. Analysts predict minimal to no forward movement in oversubscribed areas, with possible stalls to manage demand. Why the slowdown? The Department of State carefully manages annual visa limits to avoid exceeding quotas. Recent patterns show cautious progress mid-fiscal year to preserve numbers for later months. Keep an eye on the January 2026 bulletin. Expected mid-December 2025, it could bring small advancements or hold steady. 3. Actionable steps if your priority date is near. If your priority date is approaching or already current in the dates for filing chart, congratulations, it's time to act. Z notation spot monitor monthly. Check the visa bulletin around the 10th to 15th of each month on travel.state.gov. Z notation spot prepare documents. Gather birth certificates, marriage proofs, medical exams, affidavits of support, I-864, and police certificates early. Z notation spot if in the U.S. If dates for filing allows, file Form I-485 with USCIS as soon as possible. Include applications for EAD and advanced parole to maintain work and travel flexibility. Z notation spot if abroad. Once final action date reaches your priority date, the National Visa Center will guide you on submitting fees and documents for consular processing. Conclusion. There you have it, the 3 critical visa bulletin dates to track. Why F3 and F4 remain challenging in the coming months, and exactly what to do if you're close. Staying informed is your best tool in this process. If this helped, hit that like button, subscribe for monthly visa bulletin updates, and drop your category in the comments. F3, F4, let's support each other. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Take care.